A dangerous surge this morning. We're digging into the rising coronavirus numbers and the efforts to balance safety and power.
We have limited resources. The world has limited resources. It's extremely important to me to reduce, reuse, recycle.
News 4 uncovers just how much your recycling goes to the landfill instead. Our investigative team pressing for answers amid calls for change.
Live from the KMOV Broadcast Center in downtown St. Louis. This is News 4, watching out for you.
Thank you for waking up with us on this Tuesday morning. I'm Justin Andrews. Maurice is off this morning. Let's get a first check of the forecast with meteorologist Kristen Cornett. She's in for Kent this morning. Kristen, it's kind of crisp outside right now.
It's cool, and in some places, it's a little wet. Let me show you where. Here's what.
It's being called the perfect storm. COVID-19 cases surging, combining with the flu season. Doctors say what we're seeing right now is worse than what we saw at the start, and points of measurements are in the red. News 4's Ashley Lincoln has the concerns from experts. And you're taking a live look at Lambert International Airport right now. Time now is 4:51. It's about 46 degrees. We'll be right back. And don't forget to grab your limited edition of Budweiser today. Anheuser-Busch released its Nelly-themed beer can. You see it right here. The St. Louis-based brewery is celebrating the St. Louis natives' Country Grammar album, which was released about 20 years ago. The cans feature notable moments of Nelly's career. They're only available right here in the St. Louis area and stores. In just a few minutes, News 4 this morning at 5 kicks off. Claire Kellett here now looking at what's coming up ahead. Hey, Claire.
A lot going on in the next 2 hours, Justin, this morning. Breaking overnight, a car stolen and its owner rushed to the hospital. What the victim's family is telling News 4 this morning.
A week later, and public comments are finally over. The county council votes to snatch power away from Dr. Page.
That bill won't become law. I'll veto it.
What the fight over power means for the county's mask mandate.
Watching out for you, can you trust the Postal Service with your ballot?
We've got to watch this ballot scam because they're scamming us.
Where one Illinois voter's ballot ended up and the steps St. Louis County is taking to secure voting.
Live from the KMOV Broadcast Center in downtown St. Louis. This is News 4, watching out for you.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for being with us here on News 4 this morning. I'm Claire Kellett.
And I'm Justin Andrews in for Maurice Drummond this morning. We start with meteorologist Kristen Cornett. I think you used the term crisp and a little damp this morning.
Caroline Hecker, News 4.
Caroline, a lot of back and forth there. Thanks so much. Meanwhile, city leaders in Herculaneum will stick with Jefferson County guidelines and not implement its own mask mandate. Last night's vote over face coverings ended with a tie, sending the proposal to the mayor's desk. He voted to not enforce a mask order. No cities in Jefferson County have a mask mandate. That county continues to have one of the highest concentration of new cases. Yeah, this after a first disruptive debate, mics will be muted. Here's how it'll all work. At the start of each segment, both candidates can talk for 2 minutes while the other's microphone is shut off. For the remainder of the 15 minutes, both mics will be on. President Trump is already attacking Thursday's moderator and NBC journalist.
Well, the World Series begins tonight, and even if the Cardinals aren't in it, there is still another reason for you to watch.
Oh yeah, coming up, we'll explain what needs to happen in the game tonight and lend you some free food.
Before that break, though, another line.
Number of mail-in and absentee ballots continue to rise.
Later this week, St. Louis County will open more satellite locations to vote. News 4's Caroline Hecker live for us this morning with a look at voter turnout as we are now 2 weeks from Election Day.
Well, guys, certainly the
all the money that they raise through all of this goes to fight world hunger. I mean, it's incredible. So you just search her YouTube channel? Is that how you
Hello
watch
Sunshine. And if you haven't checked it out, it's a lot of fun, very positive.
And Laura, you were quoting that movie. I heard you. The people out there could hear you, but we heard you.
It's one of my
favorites. Okay.
Shouldn't be a surprise.
Yes, you'll be in front of the YouTube channel tonight at 6:15, huh? All right, we'll know why you're tired tomorrow morning.
Boom. It's about 5 minutes to 6, and we're about a month from Thanksgiving, and turkey farmers are worried this year, but it's not because of a shortage. They're concerned about an oversupply of birds as demand has declined due to a stay-at-home order.
Certainly not what we want to hear this morning. The St. Louis region taking a step backward in the fight against the coronavirus outbreak.
Yeah, Dr. Alex Garza, the head of the pandemic task force, says hospitals are starting to feel the pinch. The number of positive patients in our hospitals jumped from 315 on Sunday to 342 as of last evening. That's an 8% jump. That's a number we haven't seen in St. Louis since May. This morning, there are 80 COVID patients in the ICU.
News 4.
Caroline, thanks for sorting through that back and forth. Meanwhile, city leaders in Herculaneum will stick with Jefferson County's guidelines and not implement its own mask mandate. Last night's vote over face coverings ended in a tie, sending a proposal to the mayor's desk. He voted to not enforce a mask order. No cities in Jefferson County will have a mask mandate. That county continues to have one of the highest concentration of new cases. Later this morning, the St. Louis Board of Aldermen's Public Safety Committee will continue talks over closing the workhouse. That's the city's Medium Security Institute. The committee will discuss a recent report recommending moving the inmates to the Justice Center downtown. But get this, that could lead to overcrowding and force some to sleep on the floor. Board of Aldermen President Lewis Reed still plans on closing the workhouse by the end of the year.
New video into our newsroom overnight shows the moment that an earthquake shakes Alaska.
Just how big the waves the earthquake caused ahead.
You've never had that happen before.
A ballot mystery in Illinois where one mail-in ballot showed up and what the state election authority says they're doing about it.
St. Louis native Joe Buck really racking up the frequent flyer miles right now.
Man, we'll tell you about how his busy sports schedule is coming up this week, and it might have you shaking your head.
Welcome back to News 4 this morning. Hey, in your beer news update, we always got to pass along this kind of stuff, right? Don't forget you can get your hands on some limited edition buds starting today. So that's the timestamp on it. This is a big deal today.
Remember, we first told everybody about this yesterday morning that rapper Nelly is teaming up with Budweiser for a special edition can. Well, here's a picture of Nelly holding that beer that goes on sale today. I actually like that jacket there.
Yeah,
the
look
bomber
at that
jacket's pretty cool.
Smile too he had.
Yeah. AB is celebrating the St. Louis Natives Country Grammar album. It was released, get this, I feel old, 20 years ago.
You feel old.
I do.
Justin, stop it.
The cans feature notable moments of Nelly's career, and they're only available right here in St. Louis stores. So if you see them in stores, let us know. Head over to our Facebook page and be sure you can post everything there. And I'm Justin Andrews in for Maurice Drummond. Let's check in with meteorologist Kristen Cornett this morning. Is it finally going to dry out?
No.
Oh.
Back to you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, we've got more rain headed.
Campaign coverage now. Both candidates for Missouri governor are on the campaign trail today. Governor Parson will make 2 stops in the St. Louis area, while Democratic challenger Nicole Galloway will be in the Kansas City area. Both candidates are ramping up their campaigns with Election Day exactly 2 weeks from today. And the number of mail-in and absentee ballots continue to rise.
Later this week, St. Louis County will open even more satellite locations to vote. News 4's Caroline Hecker live for us this morning with a look at voter turnout, Caroline, as we approach Election Day in 2 weeks.
Developing this morning, News 4 is working to learn more about this crash into a building in Soulard. You see the white van here inside that building. It crashed into the building at the corner of 11th and Russell. Right now, we are working to find out if anyone was injured in this. Our crew did see one person being taken into custody, but it's unclear right now if that was the driver of that van. And this morning, a 20-year-old faces involuntary manslaughter charges after allegedly hitting and killing a West County woman as she left work on Sunday evening. Police say the driver, 20-year-old Trenton Geiger, here he is right here, was huffing aerosol before the wreck. 25-year-old Marissa Polite was killed when she was hit by the car inside or outside the Total Access Urgent Care on Clarkson Road in Baldwin.
It's like she showed us those soccer players, Justin, so we all could get our rear ends in gear, and she's
what she's trying to
tell us all to get some exercise.
Maybe we'll listen, maybe not. We'll see.
They're out there, we can do it.
Okay, well, or they can run for us. How about that?
Thanks so much. All right, Claire, so traveling to new cities can be fun, but doing it every single day?
Yeah, it's a lot. Coming up, why St. Louis native Joe Buck is literally the busiest man in sports this week.
He can have it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't know how you keep all that straight in your head. That's so much stuff.
The names and everything.